Okay, welcome everyone. It's Tuesday evening. It's the 5th of January, and this is the Core and Stretch yoga class. So I wanted to start out by saying, first of all, Happy New Year, of course. Secondly, we're going to be always starting with a breathing exercise. And I want you to be sure that you have a pillow nearby, okay? Either you're sitting on the pillow or you're sitting on a block. We'll be using the pillow or the block when we work the core as well in a few minutes. So have it by your side anyway. So maybe you want to go collect that now. Now, just to get started, I wanted to show you, when I talk about the breathing muscles, what I'm talking about are two muscles in particular. We have a lot of auxiliary breathing muscles in the body, but these two main muscles are the muscles we want to pay attention to. The first one is the diaphragm, and it goes like this underneath the rib cage. So it's attached to the ribs, okay, and it makes a dome. Now, when you breathe in, the dome goes down. That's why your tummy goes out when you breathe in. When you breathe out, the dome lifts back up. That's why the tummy might go in as you breathe out. Now there's the transversus muscle, which goes across the belly, okay? Goes across the belly and attaches onto the low back. For many people who have some low back issues, typically it's the transversus that is weak. Because if the transversus holds you properly, it will also hold the low back. So when we breathe in, diaphragm goes down, the transversus relaxes outwards. When we breathe out, diaphragm goes up, transversus pulls inwards, and the belly button goes in. When we do Uddiyana Bandha, the transversus is the main muscle that pulls the belly in. Same thing when we cough. Everybody just cough once. When you cough, the transversus pulls inwards, okay? It contracts inwards and the diaphragm pushes up to push air out, all right? So you don't have to get this right away. We're gonna be working on it every week, but I want you to do this breathing exercise with me. So get into a seated position, very easy seated position. Lift your spine tall. I'm gonna stand to show this. I'm actually gonna squat. Lift your spine tall. One hand on the belly. One hand, it's going to go under the ribs and it will be flat. You can either turn it up or down. As you breathe in, the hand on the belly should go out. As you breathe out, the hand on the belly should go in. Okay. You breathe in, the hand on the belly moves outwards. You breathe out, hand on the belly moves in. Got that? Just do this a few times. Now it's important here, when you do these breaths, that you never push down. Pushing down is not a good thing to do for your perineum. You always want to have the perineum a little bit contracted. One more breath like this. Okay, relax. Shake your arms out a little bit. Next exercise we're going to do is a bandha. Now, I'll actually take my little chair so I can sit with you. The bandhas are muscular contractions. In the philosophic texts of yoga, there's also believed to be an energetic contraction. And when you contract a bandha, you pull energy into a central nut called a granthi. And when you release the bandha, it gets a little explosion of energy in your whole body. Okay? So the first bandha we're going to do is called Uddiyana Bandha. The nut is believed to be behind the belly button. Okay? So you'll take a deep breath in, breathe out through your mouth, close your mouth, no more breath, and pull your belly button in as tightly as possible. And then breathe in again. And breathe normally now, in and out. During the bandhas, if you feel any dizziness, stop immediately and you can just start breathing normally again. Let's do it a second time. Take a deep breath in. Breathe everything out through your mouth. Pull the belly button in. Uddiyana Bandha. This contracts the transversus abdominis. Really tighten, tighten, tighten everything inwards. And then breathe in and relax. Breathe in and out. In and out naturally. Now, normally we're not holding the bandhas for too long, so your head shouldn't be turning. The next time we do Uddiyana Bandha, we're going to pull the belly button in, and then we're going to pull the perineum upwards. So it's like you feel like a mountain is being created with the contraction inside your body. All right? You may not get this at first, but we're going to practice it every week, and you'll get it after a few weeks. Take a deep breath in. Breathe everything out through the mouth. Pull your belly button in. Perineum up. Tight, tight, tight. Everything tight. No breaths. Release. And breathe in and out a few times. If you're doing this properly, you'll feel a very big muscular contraction, all the lower abdomen and the middle abdomen and the waist. There are a lot of benefits to doing these muscular contractions. It activates these muscles. It helps the diaphragm to move more freely. It also helps to support the perineum, okay? With time, this becomes more and more important for men and women. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Breathe out through the mouth. Belly button goes in. Perineum goes up. Hold it. No breathing. Release and breathe in. Good. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Breathe normally. We'll do it one last time. This one last time, see if you can go even more strongly than before, even tighter the perineum, okay? And when you release, see if you feel a rush of energy come into your body, okay? Like that little explosion here and at the lower body. Here we go. Deep breath in. Breathe everything out through the mouth. Close your mouth. Pull the belly in. Perineum up. Hold it. Everything tight. Breathing in, releasing. And breathe out and let go. Good job. A couple of breaths here, in and out. And you should feel there's a bit of energy going on here at the lower abdomen and at the waist. Okay. Place your pillow to the side at a place where you can grab it later. And let's get up onto our hands and knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we go into our classic cat and cow. When the palms are down, be sure you dial your fingers out a little bit, okay? So you have that dialing action of the hands. The shoulders are directly over the hands, the knees are directly over the hips, underneath the hips. Let's take a deep breath in and curl the spine, look skyward. So you get a nice curve of the back. Breathe out and round, look to your belly button. And here's where you pull the belly button up and in. If you want, you pull the perineum up and in as well. Breathe in and curve. Breathe out, and again, we pull the belly button up and in and the perineum, nice and round. And again, breathing in, curving. Breathing out, rounding. One more time, let's breathe in and curve. And breathe out and round. Come back to a flat back. Let's reach our left arm out in front of us and bring your right arm weaving underneath the body. Turn so that you can look to your left. Couple deep breaths here, nice twist in the waist. Bring the left hand back, push against the floor to lift back up. Hands underneath the shoulders, And we're going to do the cat and cow again. Breathe in and curve the spine, lengthen. And as you breathe out, really pull the belly up and in, Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Breathing in, curl. Breathing out, round, pull everything up and in. One more time. Let's breathe in and curl. And breathe out and round. Back to a flat back. And we'll reach our right arm out to front this time. Left arm weaves underneath and we get into that little twist. Take a few deep breaths here. The head can either come to the floor or it can come onto a pillow if you wish. Bring the hand back, coming back up onto your hands and knees. Okay, keep your hands as they are underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes under here without moving the knees back. We'll move into crouching cat. So we'll lift the knees, hips curl up, relax your head and neck. The knees are bent and we're just going to pulse here. Be sure you're lifting your hips nice and high. Pulse up and down, bending the knees. Now turn your heels to your left and pulse here, pressing your hips way back so you get a stretch into the waist. Up and down a few times. Nice and easy. Good. Come back to center. And then turn your heels to the right and we'll pulse again. The left hand side of the body stretching out, lengthening. We pulse up and down. And we'll come back to center. Now straightening your legs, walk your feet back, and we move into a downward facing dog position. Lift your heels, breathing in. Breathe out, lower the heels. And again, breathe in and lift both heels. Breathe out and lower. Once more, breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower. From here, breathe in and move into a plank position. Now when we breathe in, the breath goes into the chest, upper back. We keep the legs strong and belly strong. Push back to downward facing dog, breathing out. Breathe in, move into a plank. Keep the belly strong. Here's where we work the transversus abdominis. Push back to down dog. Once more, we breathe in to a plank position and we'll lower the knees to the earth. Move your chest down very slowly and gently. Point your toes, lengthening out your legs behind you. Bring your hands off the mat and onto the floor to either side of the mat. Elbow points up. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lengthen out your body. And we're going to press gently into the fingertips to rise to a little cobra. Breathe in, breathe out, come on back down. And again, we'll breathe in and rise to a cobra. Good, breathe out, come on back down. And again, let's breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift and open the chest, breathing out. 2 more times. See if you can get up a little higher now. Breathing out. Once more, a little bit higher. And breathe out, come on back down. Hands underneath the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Bring the knees forward. We get back into the cat and cow. Breathing in, curl the spine. And as you breathe out, pull the belly in, pull the perineum up. And again, breathe in and curl. Breathe out, pull everything inwards and upwards. Once more, breathing in, curling. And breathing out, pull everything up. Coming back to the flat back. From here, reach your right arm out and left leg behind you. Toes touch the floor and the fingertips of the right hand, maybe the pinky and the ring finger touch the floor. Breathe in, lift both. Breathing out, lower and touch the floor again. Breathe in, lift. Breathing out, lower. Lifting again and lowering. This time, lift Hold it up here, and we're going to bring the elbow out to the side and the knee out to the side. So you get into cactus with the right elbow, and the knee comes out to the side with your left knee. Stretch it back out. Again, elbow and knee, stretching back out. Once more, elbow and knee, stretching back out. Bring the hand down. Tuck your left toes under behind you. And we're going to rise to a down dog, raising the right leg as high as possible. Bend the knee, open the hip. Look underneath your right arm. Good. Stretch the leg straight and bring the foot down. Bring your knees back down to the floor. Good job. Reach your left arm out in front of you. Right leg behind. Toes are tucked under. Take a deep breath in. Lift the left arm, right leg. And lower. Touch the fingers and the toes. And again, lift. And lower. Once more, lift. And lower. This time, lift and hold. Elbow into cactus, knee out to the side. Stretch back. 3 times. Bend. And stretch again. Last one, make it count. Bend out to the sides. Good. Stretch back out. Hand comes down to the floor. Tuck the right toes under and lift the left leg into your down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. 3, 2, 1. Release the leg down. Pedal your feet a little bit. Good job. Let's look to our hands and take baby steps forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Once you're here, knees are bent. Grab your elbows. Let yourself float over your legs and sway from side to side. Come back to center, lower the arms, rolling your shoulders right and left. Turn your head from right to left, little no. And then up and down, a little yes. Then let's bring our hands to our hips. Elbows point skyward. Bend the knees low. Lift your chin. Chest follows. Rise to a standing position. And release your arms by your sides. Find your perfect posture. Legs are straight, but the knees are not hyperextended. They're soft. Hips are back. There's curve in the spine. Shoulders are back. Chest is lifted. And there's curve at your neck. And feel like your shoulders are broadening to the sides. Raise your hands to your heart center. And we'll do 2 modified sun salutations. So nice and slow and easy. Take a deep breath in. Raise your arms. Stretch skyward. As you breathe out, bend at your knees and fold gently forward till the hands come to the earth. Step your right leg back as far as possible. Lower the knee down to the floor. Swing your arms back, lifting the chest. Lift and open the throat. Bring your hands back down to the floor and take a plank position. From the plank, lower yourself to the floor, with or without your knees. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs. Rise to a little cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push back to down dog. We'll take our right leg forward this time. Lower the knee. Left knee goes to the floor. Swing your arms back. Lifting the chest, open the throat. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Step back again to a plank position. Lower yourself all the way, with or without the knees. Pointing your toes, rise to a cobra. Downward facing dog. Gently begin stepping your feet forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Bend your knees low. Open your arms to the sides. Keep your back flat and long as you rise, gathering all the energy above you. And then bring your hands down to your heart center and release your arms by your sides. Find your perfect posture again. Legs strong, hips back a bit, chest lifted, shoulders broadening. Hands to your heart center. We do another round. Deep breath in, rise and stretch skyward. Breathing out, let's fold, bending at the knees. This time your left leg leads. Send the left leg back. Bring the knee to the floor. Swing the arms back, lifting the chest. Open the throat. Bring your hands down and step back to a plank position. Lower yourself with or without your knees. Cobra position. Downward facing dog. This time the left leg swings forward. Lower your right knee to the floor. Swing the arms back, open the throat, open the chest. Bring your hands back down into your plank position. Lower yourself to the floor. Cobra position. Downward facing dog. Baby steps forward till you reach the front edge of your mat. Feet are apart. Dial your feet out. Bend your knees. Open your arms. Flatten your spine. Rise to a standing position. Gathering the energy above you. Bring it to your heart center. And release your arms and find your perfect posture. Good, good. Take your pillow or your block, whatever you have available. If you have a block, make it at the second largest width between your knees. If you have a pillow, see if you can make it nice and thick. If it's a soft pillow, maybe you want to turn it to the side. Mine's not a soft pillow, but you want to have about 10 to 15 centimeters between your knees, okay? So 10 to 15 centimeters. Separate your feet as wide as your hips. Bring your hands to your hips and pull the belly in flat so you feel that the belly, that's your transversus abdominis, pulling inwards. It's like the Uddiyana Bandha that we did at the beginning of class. And I want you to squat down, hands at your hips. Everything is pulled in tightly. Shoulders widen. Lift your chin. Now lift your arms out to the sides. Palms face forward. Squeeze your block or your pillow so you get your inner thighs working. And twist to your right. Keep the inner thighs working. Keep the legs working. Hips go back. And we'll pulse here. Pulse down. 5. That's good. Lift the chest. 4. Excellent. Again. 3, 2, 1. Turn back. Straighten your legs. Release your arms. Roll the shoulders a few times. Bend your knees once again. Squeeze the block. Stretch your arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. This time turn to your left. Belly is in. It's Uddiyana Bandha going on here. Stay here and pulse. 5, 4. Hips go back as you pulse. 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing the block. Turn back. Arms down. Straighten the legs. Roll the shoulders. Good. Take the block or the pillow. Place it down. Hands to your hips again and stretch your right leg behind you. Toes touching the floor. Squeeze your glute really tight. Right arm rises up to the sky. And left arm stretches to the side. Okay, so it looks like this. We're gonna lift the back leg without leaning forward. So you should feel a strong contraction in the glute, and you're gonna feel it as well in the low back, but it shouldn't get to a point where it cramps, okay? You should feel there's a contraction, but not deep compression. Belly is in, lift the chest, and we pulse here. Let's go. 5, 4, make it strong. 3, 2, 1. Release. And we change. Hands to the hips, belly in, left leg back, toes pointed, left arm up, right arm to the side. Raise the left leg, make it strong. Keep everything lifting. Here we go, we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands once again to the hips. Raise your right knee and set the right foot on the left thigh. Bend your left knee so you get into a kind of cool little position where you're controlling, lifting your chest, pull your belly in, bring your hands together out in front of you, and make like you're shooting a pretend gun. It's the Charlie's Angels mudra. And you're going to sink lower, just pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. Hands to your hips. Left foot on the right knee or above. Bend the right knee. Charlie's Angels. And here we go, pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your feet hip width. Dial your feet out. Bending the knees. Tilt your hips back. Get that length through the belly. Bring your hands to either side of your ears and your elbows point forward, okay? Elbows point forward, you can see them with both eyes. Draw your throat and ears back, so you lean back a bit. And we're gonna lean to our right, over to the right. Keep the hips back. Stay there, leaning over. Bend the knees, press the hips back, and we'll pulse here with the knees. Ready? 5, 4, see if you can go farther with the waist. 3, yes. 2, 1. Coming back up. Change sides, go to your left. Over you go, hips are back, belly in, and here we go, we pulse. 5, 4, 3, go deeper if possible. 2, 1, lifting back up, we release. Hands to your hips, right knee bends, bring it out to the side, so it'll be your right knee. You can be at the ankle, knee, or inner thigh. Raise the arms in a V position, lifting your chest. Now lean back a little bit, lifting up through the belly. Pull the belly button in. Pull up Mula Bandha. So you've got Uddiyana Bandha going on and Mula Bandha. 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Good job. Bring the foot down and we change. Left knee bends, ankle, knee, or inner thigh. Raise the arms up in a V position. Good, good. Yes, it's okay if you fall out of it. No big deal. Lift the chest. Lean back if possible, stretching the belly. Pull in Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Holding. Breathing. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the posture. And release. Bringing the foot down. Good, good, everybody. All right, hands to your heart center. We're going to get onto our bellies. Take a deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, we'll fold forward. halfway lift. You're going to breathe in and step back to a plank position. So before we get on our bellies, we must pull in the belly and get some core work here in plank. If it's too much to be on the hands, you can move the knees down, or you could move the elbows down. You could also be on the elbows and bring the knees back up. It's completely up to you. Stay here for 5 more counts. Lift your chin, widen your shoulders. Keep the belly drawing inwards and upwards, and see if you can even pull the perineum up for Mula Bandha as well. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the knees down, bring the chest down, and you're all the way down on your tummy. Hands underneath the forehead. Move your hips from side to side. Nicely done. Keep the hands under the forehead and bring your feet as wide as your mat. Raise the legs up, squeezing the glutes tight. If you feel compression in your low back, see if you can press your tailbone away from you towards your heels. That will take some compression away. Now we're going to bring our feet together. We'll touch the heels together and then apart. Touch and apart. Richard, if this is uncomfortable for you, what you can do instead is on your hands and knees, you raise one leg, you lower, and you change. Raise and lower. We have 4 more. Touch and apart. Touch and apart. 2 more. Squeeze tight and apart. 1 more. Good job. Bring the legs down and move the hips from side to side. Relax and let go. Good, good. Now stretch one arm out and you're going to roll onto one side. I prefer if you roll to the side so you can see me, okay? The arm underneath the head to support, the top arm in front of you. Find a position where you can lift both legs where you're not pressing into the bone. That's the trochanter. You don't want to press into the bone, into the floor. I like to lean back a little bit so I'm more on my glutes than on the bone. Raise both legs up, pointing the toes. Pull the belly in, pull the perineum up. And we're going to split the legs. So the lower leg goes forward, upper leg goes back, and we'll come back again. 4 more times. Split, coming back. 3 more. Make it strong, keep the belly in. 2 more. That's it, good. Last one. Excellent. Keep the legs up now. Point the toes, raise them higher. Belly is in, make some strong core work. Lift them a little higher. Good, come on back down. Roll onto your tummy, and we change sides. So the other arm is underneath the head. Top arm is in front of you. Lift both legs up, point the toes, squeeze the belly tight, pull the perineum up, make the legs strong. We split the legs, lower leg forward, top leg back. 5 times. Coming back. 4, 3, 2, here's the last one. 1. Now keep the legs together, raise them as high as possible. You should really feel it in the waist and the core. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs down, roll back onto your tummy. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Open your knees as wide as the mat and sink into child's pose. Good job. Stay here and just rest for a moment. Hands to either side of the head. push on the floor to lift up. Okay, we're gonna bring our knees to one side. Take your pillow or your block with you. Swing the feet out in front. And we're gonna place the pillow or the block underneath the upper body. So I want you to set your upper body on the pillow. If you're working with the block, I recommend you set it you set your upper back lengthwise on the block, okay? I'm gonna work with the pillow. Now your head, you're gonna bring your hands behind your head to support the neck. Your upper body is lifted a little bit. Walk your feet in towards the hips. Feet are parallel. I want you to tuck your hips under and raise your glutes as high as possible, squeezing through the glutes and the legs, and then release them down and open the chest, breathing in. Breathe out, raise, tucking the hips under, squeeze the glutes, and release down. So we do it with breath. We breathe out and we raise, nice and strong. We breathe in and we lower. And again, breathing out, raise, strong. Breathing in and lower. 2 more times. Breathing out, strong. Squeeze your glutes tight. Breathing in and lower. Good job. 1 more. Breathing out, raise the hips. And breathing in and lower. Walk your feet away from you now. Okay. You can have your heels down, toes up, or you could bring your feet down flat. It depends on you how you feel most comfortable. I like it with my toes up, heels down. Here I'm going to raise my hips again. There's more work in the backs of the legs and the glutes. And I'm going to raise my right knee. Ooh la la. Bring the right heel back down. Raise the left knee. Up. Woo. Back down again. Everything's strong. Belly in. Raise the right knee. Keep supporting the head, please. Raise the left knee. And again, right knee comes up. Strong. Bring it back down. Good job. Left knee up. Good. 1 more time each side. Right leg comes up. Beautiful. Last time, left leg up. Down you come. Lower the hips. Good. Roll to one side. Push the block or the pillow away from you so that you can roll flat onto your back. Raise the knees up. Grab either the soles of the feet inside or outside and pull the knees wide as the shoulders. Happy baby pose. And just relax here for a moment. Taking some deep, slow breaths. Keep your right knee bent towards the right shoulder and stretch your left leg onto the floor. Yes. Now, we're going to grab the right foot with both hands. Be sure the right knee stays bent. Pull the knee open as wide as possible out to the right-hand side of your mat. If possible, wrap your right arm underneath the calf and see if you can take the foot on the opposite side. So you wrap it around and grab the foot, pulling the knee down even wider. And we're going to release this. Bring now the right knee towards the left shoulder. We're not going to go into a full twist just yet. Just see if you can bring that right knee towards the left shoulder. And you take the left hand, taking the ankle or the foot, and pull it towards the left hip. This is a stretch of the IT band. Super good stretch for those of you who get tight in the hips and the knees during the day if you're working at a desk. As you do this, turn your head from side to side just to let go of the neck. Good. Now we'll let that right knee go all the way over to the left-hand side of the mat. Stretch your right arm out to the side for that spinal twist. The right foot can rest on the left leg if you wish. Again, deep breathing, opening the chest and the shoulder. This should feel really good. Well done, everyone. Rolling back onto your back. Bring the knees up again to the shoulders. If you wish, you grab the inner ankle or the outer ankle and you get back in the happy baby pose. And just rest here for a moment. Keep the left foot up. Stretch your right leg onto the floor. Hold the left foot with both hands, or the left ankle, or even behind the left knee. It's as you feel most comfortable. Hold it there. And if possible, take your left arm, bring it underneath and around. Grab the ankle or the calf, or even the bottom of the foot. Pull the knee wider. Hold and breathe. Releasing this, we're going to bring the left knee now towards the right shoulder, not quite getting into a twist just yet. And then we'll take the left foot and pull it towards the right hip to get the IT band stretching out. Hold for a moment. Now we'll go into that deep stretch. Get the knee to go over to the right. You can rest the foot on the right leg. Left arm out to the side for a spinal twist. Roll back onto your back. Lifting both knees up now. Stretch your legs as far as possible towards the sky. Grab behind the thighs and open your legs as wide as possible. Feet can be flexed. It will help take you farther in the stretch and down the back chain of the legs. If you need to, you can grab the inner thighs, but hold the legs so that the legs don't fall away from you. You want to hold them possibly at the level of the hips. And again, let's turn our head from side to side to release any tension that may have built up in the neck or in the jaw. Good job. Turn the head back, bend your knees, raise your legs back up. Set your feet flat on the floor now. Wrap your arms around your body and see if you can grab your shoulder blades, so just behind the shoulders. Tuck your chin in and lift up to roll and rock on the upper back to get a little massage of the upper back. Back and forth, side to side. See how high you can get to get the lower rib cage as well. And then slowly move yourself back down. And then wrapping your hands to the back of your head, elbows in front of the face. Gently lift the head to get a stretch of the neck, chin towards the chest. Holding this position for a couple of breaths. Please never go into any pain. Just feel a stretch of the muscles. And move the head back down towards the floor. Release your arms by your sides. Reach your right arm as if you want to touch your right foot, and then relax it. Reach your left arm like you want to touch your left foot, and then relax it. Bring your right foot to a spot where you can feel the outer edge of the right side of the mat, and slide it right down the outer edge until the leg is straight, and relax it. Left foot, find the outer edge of the left side of your mat. Slide it down until you find the edge all the way down until the leg is straight, and relax it. Now, if there's any part of your body that doesn't like the position you're in, just readjust so that you've got a nice, comfortable, relaxing position. And begin breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And here, maybe you can find that movement, that dance between the diaphragm and the transversus muscle. So when the diaphragm moves down, the transversus stretches a bit. And when the diaphragm moves up, the transversus contracts and pulls in a little bit. The jaw stays relaxed. The face stays relaxed. The neck and throat stay relaxed. The shoulders, arms, and hands stay relaxed. The chest and upper back remain completely relaxed. The tummy, middle of the back, the lower abdomen, and the very low part of the back all remain relaxed. Hips and glutes. The legs down to the knees. The ankles, calves, and the feet, all remaining completely relaxed. Imagine yourself now
in this position on your mat. And the mat becomes a magic carpet, holding you. It raises you up off the floor, moving you through the air and towards your future. See all the good things that will happen in the next few days. See what you would like to see happen over the next few weeks. Travel forward in time over the next few months. And open yourself up to all those possibilities for 2021. Now, with as little movement as possible, roll yourself onto your right hand side. Avoid opening the eyes and see if you can come up and into a seated position on your pillow if you have one, on the block, or if you're comfortable flat on your mat, that's fine too. If possible, continue with the eyes closed. And once you're in that seated position, eyes closed, repeat in your head these same words. I am content with my life right now. I am happy with my life right now. And I can live fully with no barriers and enjoy myself right now. Gently raise your hands up in front of the heart center and begin rubbing your hands together. Bring your hands over your face and gently tap around your eyes. Shake out. Now we'll rub our hands together. And this time we're going to bring our arms around our body, going to take a hold of the shoulders and the backs of the shoulders. You give yourself a squeeze. It's your second hug of the evening. You saw what I did there, huh? During the class, you gave yourself a hug as well while you're on your back. But give it another squeeze and then shake out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Namaste. Well done, everyone.